Okay, so we got to talk about this. Apparently, Anthropic has just released the most dangerous AI model ever. At least that's what Anthropic says. Now, let's talk about it a little bit. So it's the model is called Mythos. It's Claude Mythos is right now in preview, and it's only allowed for certain organizations. Now, why did they consider it to be dangerous? Well, their engineers said that they used it, and the model was actually able to find vulnerabilities that no model was able to find. Because of the way that this model is constructed, it was able to cross connect, cross dependencies, cross vulnerability, not dependencies, cross vulnerabilities, to discover way more, a larger area of attack vectors. Now, that means that in their view, if they publish this model, everyone is now going to have the ability to uncover core level vulnerabilities. So no, the headline. A lot of people think, that they read the headline, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that means it's like it's AGI and it's gonna destroy the world." No, no, Anthropic is being very, very pragmatic about this, very, very smart about this, and they're saying, you know what? Let's give it to our partners like Microsoft, um, Amazon. I think is one of them. Some other folks, and this actually like try to fix and harden our existing applications. And I did that thing. I did several videos on this, and I also did I created an article about this. But the first thing any organization should do is use AI to actually harden our existing environment, to add a better DevOps processes, to clean up the code, to add documentation. That's the first thing an organization should do. And it's amazing that at the enterprise, like the well, not even enterprise level, but at the global level, Anthropic is advising all companies to do this, and we're doing this now. Um, so it's awesome to see that at that level. So this is kind of a message to everyone else, right? When you're using AI, the first thing you should do is lean on AI to help harden your applications, help clean up your applications. Don't go and try to use AI directly to start doing all kinds of crazy changes to your application, which you can, and it's fun and it's exhilarating. But the first thing you should do is harden your applications. and and Mythos is going to be, I think Mythos is just going to be a great addition to the already amazing pool of models that we have inside of Copilot. Right? We have Opus, all the different cloud models. Opus for thinking, very complex planning. We have Sonnet for different coding tasks. We have Codex for another coding task. We have Gemini for more like different types of coding tasks. Um, Obviously, Codex is good for workflows, and Claude is good for coding. But now this new Mythos model may be just what we need for proper code review, because it may actually discover way deeper vulnerabilities that we could ever find. So I'm really excited about this. I'm super excited to get access to it, hopefully soon, um, because I'm one of the lucky few that is in the organization that has access to these models. I don't know when it'll be available in our particular instance, but I'm really excited to use it. Um, but yeah, so anyone's listening, Mythos is not the end of the world. It's not the model that's gonna start destroying society. It is simply a piece of software that give augments the industry, augments the capabilities of existing developers and hackers to have a new tool set that allows them to find vulnerabilities faster, allows them to find deeper vulnerabilities, um, which in the same sentence allows them to be a much more capable developer and capable hacker. So it's a very, very great thing what Anthropic is doing. It really shows that our companies are capable of governing themselves. We don't really need to enforce some type of governmental policies to force them to do the right thing. they're doing the right thing just out of the box because they know how powerful these models can be. Now, if we step back, models are just software. It's just software, guys. I mean, it it's it's basically, if you really think about it, what is software? You you give input and it gives output, right? That's what software is in the very core sense. Software in the past used to be, you you think of a scenario and you, through your logical thinking, define pieces of code that is able to take an input, do some type of processing to type some type of thing, and then there's output. A model has just automated that process to where now everything's compacted to where it can have any input and outcomes output, but it's the same processing. It's just extremely performant, extremely compact. So as these models get better and better, it's still the same principle, input and output, right? So models is not the end all be all. Models are the tool that we will use to augment our agentic era, right? The agency is where the meat and potatoes are, right? It's you put that software, that tool inside of a loop with some all kinds of stuff around it, access to tools, access to the internet, access to this, access to that, allows you to operate systems, operate platforms, move resources. That is where the power is. It's not the model, guys. The model alone, guys, this is, I can't stress this enough. People think that these models are like this. The model can do this. The model can, no. The model just has inputs and outputs. That is it. That's it. So the quality of the outputs is what makes a model powerful. What we do with that output is highly dependent around the agent and the environment, right? So like if the output, if you have an input that gives it, like you give it a big paragraph of code, and then you say, give me vulnerabilities, and then output is a big sentence on the vulnerabilities. Is the sentence alone going to cause havoc? No, it's just output, right? It's like output on the console. But then what if you put that output through another little piece of software that reads that output and then does something? Well, now it's actionable. Now that output is being actioned on. And so agents have a huge responsibility to add proper guardrails. And not only that, but agentic platforms need to have a huge responsibility to have various environmental sandboxing capabilities to allow us for those actions to be protected, right? So if, let's say, you give an input to a model and the output is, I want to use the web search tool and do something, right? Well, the agent is now in control on if it's going to do it or not. It's not the model. The model doesn't do anything. The model is just inputs and outputs, guys. So the model is just the tool. It's a very powerful. It is the driver of the capability, right? There's really no piece of software that you can just throw a random sentence and get a very actionable output out of it, right? Another sentence that is high quality, except for a model. But yeah, that's in a sense how what Mythos is all about. I feel like it's going to be the model that is going to be great for code review, and thankfully, because of GitHub Copilot, we have the ability to leverage all of the models, because that's what you want. You want model agnostic platforms. Um, and right now, actually, because of the Black Duck feature that just came out in the CLI, the Black Duck actually runs code review and asks for different opinions from all kinds of models. So the opinion of Mythos is going to be greatly appreciated. That's for sure. And that's it. That's a little explainer on Mythos.